Babajide Kolade Otitoju, and Mojid Jamiu. So if you're ready, let the hangout start now. Let me welcome the maestro himself, Babajide Kolade Otitoju again. Jide, welcome after that vacation.
First Monday at work in several weeks. It's like I should go back.
You want to go back? After how many weeks?
Oh, you know, when you are in Akwa Ibom,
Okay.
the land of hospitality, that's what they should be called.
That land.
But it is called the land of promise. And every day you wake up, go and eat white soup.
Fisherman soup.
White soup.
White soup.
Yes. And you go back, sleep. The good thing is when you're on vacation, you limit
You won't think of
disturbance. You just wake up, eat your semovita with white soup or pounded yam, you know, and then go back to rest again. No journalists hang out. You are just on your own. It's a beautiful experience.
Akwa Ibom.
Yes.
You need to give us the blow-by-blow account.
There is a level of freshness in Akwa Ibom that only Asukwo James can have.
I rated one, Asuko James.
Yeah, you can explain. But it's not for viewers.
Everything fresh.
Yes.
Wow. Welcome back.
Thanks.
You look fresh. Let's begin with the issue of giving honor to whom it is deserved. First rising Nigerian songstress Aya Star has tendered a public apology to legendary musician King Sunny Ade for disrespecting him at an event, following the backlash she received after greeting Sunny Ade by shaking his hand. The songstress tendered a public apology in a post on her official X account. MJ, Babajide, Gen Z, the Gen Z and the millennials. I was reading and somebody told me that, look, it's not all this Gen Z that know the person of King Sunny Ade.
You don't have to know someone to respect him. But you see an elderly person, somebody of that age, old enough to be your grandfather or even great-grandfather.
Yeah.
Nobody, you don't need to know the person. Respect should just come naturally. You know, it has a lot to do with upbringing. There are some people, they show even so much respect to you, you are worried, what's going on? You know, you feel that it's too much. But it's the way they were brought up. It's the way they were brought up. If you are brought up to respect everybody, including even those who are younger than you, you will not see someone elderly.
You won't make that mistake.
77-year-old man. In fact, it was Sunny Ade. We need to see that.
He was trying to stand up.
It was Sunny Ade who was even bowing.
Yeah.
It was Sunny Ade that was bowing. That's what I found disturbing. The girl ramrod straight. She was ramrod straight. While Sunny Ade was
putting her hand down to
Sunny Ade.
21-year-old girl.
Yes. I mean, it's just watch as she goes to Sunny. See Sunny bending.
Can you imagine?
You know?
Can you imagine?
She's wearing a dress the size of an handkerchief, and she's just standing there.
Especially if this person is from the southern part of the country. If it's from the southwest.
She says a proper Yoruba girl. She had to come back. She greeted everybody. Why did she kneel down and she kissed Burna Boy's mother? At the same, just look at the sequence. She left Burna Boy's mother. She bowed and then kissed her. But you got to Sunny and you are standing like that, and you could see that the elderly man was even bending. It's because respect comes naturally to Sunny Ade. That's the point that I'm making. Sunny is not looking at her age.
Even
so look at
even Palm One will prostrate to greet Sunny Ade.
Of course.
Well, even Davido, all of them, Whiskey, all of them.
They are not in the same generation.
They will prostrate.
There's a video that I saw of P Square, Timaya, and this one who sings reggae dance hall. Pato Rankin.
Pato Rankin, yeah.
They all greeted Sonny with respect. And Wizkid, that is seen by many as the biggest of them all currently in our country,
went on all fours.
Prostrated like a lizard.
Yeah.
For Sonny Ade on stage.
Yeah.
That's respect.
What amazed me most was, even in our apology,
He still calls Sonny uncle.
he said uncle.
Ah,
So we should we should forgive her. This Gen Z's, the thing runs in them.
And they are so self-entitled.
Maybe she was giving birth 2002.
She's just 21.
2001.
I said she's 21 years old.
That's what
Because you are 21, you will not show respect.
And you see, some of them.
Parenting is failing in our country.
Yeah, that is the bottom line. That is the bottom line.
Parenting is failing.
No matter the apology, you see that.
And they see a lot of things.
She said she went back to greet everybody.
Yes.
She blamed the lights and nerves.
That the lights came on. That the lights came on her.
Listen,
So
later went around to greet other people.
Late Mrs. Anike Sadela, when she, of blessed memory, when when we were growing up, she just taught us, no matter who you see, you will just prostrate flat. The same thing. The last time I remember I saw your parents, forget that he's a king or not. The age, the age, it will just come flat.
It's not your mate.
Flat.
Not your mate, for God's sake.
On that level.
Tradition and culture. I mean, we are failing in that aspect seriously.
Of course.
And that is affecting all aspects.
Everything.
It's affecting
Permitting
almost everything.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, that respect, the culture of respect, the culture of a tradition, I mean, it's far, far, far fading away.
And when young people begin to make money,
Yep.
The kind of money they are making.
The world as their footstool.
Yes.
Yeah.
What
Once
they're making
they begin
now.
to make money, just look at that one that bounced Soyinka from his seat in the aircraft. And many Nigerians were saying that to them it would have been an honor for Soyinka to even ask them to sit, to be allowed to sit on their seat. That you came and told the old man to get
Overnight.
That's my seat. I've been in aircraft before that. I saw women, married women, seated at the window seat. It was meant for me. But I got there, I looked at her, out of respect, a woman from northern Nigeria. I said, that's my seat. She wanted to get her. I said, no, don't worry. And I sat somewhere. What will I gain? A 50-minute...
Is there a difference between
as if that's your father's palace.
Yes.
That's the only thing.
So that one, he bounced Soyinka, he made sure that Soyinka got up. How can people be like this? Who are their parents?
Nobel laureates.
Past 90 years.
It's a lot of things are wrong.
A lot is wrong.
And that's why they can abuse anybody on that.
Behind that keypad.
What they do
some other
on
do have
X, Instagram, and all those other.
What they do in real life.
It is what they do in real life, except a few of them. You are apologizing. You are calling a 77-year-old man, 21 years old.
Call him uncle.
Or call him uncle. Uncle.
So many uncles. You don't want him.
So I'll start. Please,
best of luck.
Take it.
I'm sure she would have seen the clips of Sonny Ade war tour all over the world. He has seen everything.
This
war tour
that he got.
Yes.
Sonny Ade got it several decades.
Grammy, yes.
More than 30
You need to see Sonny Ade's war tour. You need to see the way they are crazy about his Afro system.
You should go and do another
It's
proper.
one of the first set of Nigerians to get a Grammy.
Yes. I expect our managers to take her to Sonny Ade's house to go and apologize properly. That's what I expect. Yes. Not that uncle stuff. Not that uncle style.
No, that was a mistake again. To say uncle. The legends describe her as a legend. is one of the shining stars of Nigerian music, and she's the youngest Nigerian ever to be nominated for a Grammy. That's a great achievement.
Well, yes, we expect that to.
We expect her to continue to grow because she's got the talent, the stagecraft, but she must realize that from now on, all her actions, everything that she does, will be scrutinized. The other day, she was wearing something that and dancing on stage with what appeared to be her pants showing. People had to abuse her. Invariably, she apologized for allowing her pants to show on stage. So as a popular artist, your life is under scrutiny.
Yeah.
Every little thing.
Every day.
And the people praising you today, we are waiting for you to make a mistake.
They will condemn her.
So I know that she will learn from this. She's a sweetheart, a very good girl. I know she will learn from this.
All right, moving on now. Living a life of luxury comes with some challenges. The Federal Capital Territory, FCT, Internal Revenue Service, has called on Abuja-based Nigerian businesswoman Aisha Achimugu to fulfill her tax duties to the country by filing her annual returns. While responding to a post on the 7th, that's a 7-day party Achimugu organized to celebrate her 50th birthday in Grenada, Spain, the agency asked her to file her returns. So, Jide, we watched this. I think it was Fino that was on stage. This was a lot of time. Oh, Abi? What's the Agbabola? What's the name of that? Is it Fino? What's the name of that artist, though?
Which one?
No, so many.
That's Agbabola.
No, so many of them.
The one on stage now. So this is $100. So when you see the way we displace wealth, now this $100, Jide, now this should be 140,000 per one.
Yes, 140,000.
Yeah.
Each of the bills.
Yeah.
140,000 naira. This woman is a business woman based in Abuja. So that's why the revenue services are now saying that, please, let's see.
You file her
returns.
Annual returns.
Because the island you hosted at the United States,
No, Grenada.
Grenada, that island, that particular island, it is 150,000 naira per night. Dollars per night. And the person that was running the voiceover that kind of place said they spent. Yes, said they've spent 7 days. That she had spent 10 days, and the rest they spent 7 days. Yes, so $150,000 per night in one island. In fact, the island was customized.
Calvigny Island. You know, Grenada, Caribbean island of Grenada. It's I've not seen any people anywhere in the world who behave the way we behave. Where we spray money.
Aliko cannot do this.
No, Aliko, don't bring Aliko into it. That Aliko has money.
Aliko will not do this.
Does not mean that Aliko
the global comma will not
is the most generous man around.
Two different things.
No.
Yeah.
The fact that you have money does not mean you have the capacity to spend it like others, like the other people do. You know, so it's not. Aliko will spend money. He won't stop at nothing to improve his business. You know, he does that. But spending money on things like
this,
even if he attends a party, you will not see him
spraying.
Spraying.
I've not seen that picture.
I've not seen him, or just with a words of $9 notes spraying. He can do it. He has the
capacity, but he will not do it.
He will not do it. So Aliko is not a jaye kind of billionaire. So I don't know about others, but Aliko has never been that kind of person. This
Aisha Achimugu.
Aisha, I don't understand the way we do things in our country. If this was in another country, they won't be waiting for her to file a tax return.
Yeah.
They'll bill her.
They know what to do. If you are not paying your tax regularly, because they don't joke with taxation.
Yeah. Because that's the way
I've said it before that in some countries of Europe, the punishment for evading tax is greater than the punishment for manslaughter.
Yeah.
And they've jailed presidents, former presidents, for tax infraction.
Evasion.
They don't joke with it. Because for many of those countries, what they make from taxation is higher than what comes from other streams of income for their country. So they don't joke with it. If you don't pay tax, they see you as a saboteur, an economic saboteur, and they put you in the slammer. So they are not going to wait like the FCT, Internal Revenue Service, is saying, oh, it's your obligation to file your annual returns. Let us know whether you are paying tax. No, they will be tracking her. They will be tracking her, and they will already know.
Look at her businesses.
So as soon as she's through with this, she comes back, she has questions to answer.
Beyond,
wait.
Even beyond the FCT, Internal Revenue Service, the FI, the Federal Inland Revenue Service, because should also do a proper profiling.
Yes.
On
our companies and the rest.
Because if you see our response on Twitter, she said she doesn't give a hoot
and about do it again.
About what anybody cares, about how anybody cares about what she has done. That she's going to do it over and over and over again. Yes, happy 50th birthday to her, but you don't throw it in
the midst of
poverty like
in a season of hunger.
In a season of hunger, I mean.
They're not even going to orphanages to
no, but she's a philanthropy. It's possible that she has done some of these things without announcing. You know, there are people like that who quietly go to orphanages, make donations, and all that without wanting people to know. Maybe she's such a person. Maybe she's done that. I'm giving her benefit of the doubt. Because I don't also think that it makes sense because you made some donations, you will now call the press, let them come and see.
She also said something in that in her ex handle that in the last 5 years she's been through a lot, and that's why she
lost her husband during
COVID. And that's why, and she also went through a lot of things. That this is her own way of appreciating God and saying thank you for sparing her life. I mean, she might have her reasons. I think
not a church service, but this is our own way of appreciating God.
Well, you know, people have several ways of celebrating.
$100 MSG.
Yes, people have several ways of appreciating God.
The ones I see, even parties, the weekend party hosts in Houston, Dallas, Chicago, it's $1.
It's $1.
$1. People living in America.
But the highest you will see is probably $5.
People living
it's we Nigerians who disrespect the $100 bill.
Honestly,
that is difficult elsewhere.
Go to any store in America, you see them with Mercury.
Economy
is
credit based, so they don't flash words of dollar note. It's not their culture.
If you go to some stores in America and you flash and you come with $100 bill,
yes,
they will go back though and go and check it.
Lights. Yes.
They will check it too. They will look at you and wonder how.
Because the ATM will not dispense $100.
It's not their culture.
ATM will not dispense $100.
You know, somebody was telling me, you know, Nigerians, we make money through crooked means and we are ready to flaunt it. They went to Dubai with a governor of one of the northeastern states. So those people said, okay, pay. They've been served in a restaurant, and I said, okay, where is the money? So one of them just flared up, are we running away? I said, pay, that's what we are saying. Pay. So he just got angry, dipped his hand into his pocket, and brought out words of nanos and placed it on the table. So take your money. Again, the waiter said, no, it's not my duty to take the money. You will count the money and give to me. You wanted to show arrogance in another man's country. Your country is not good enough for you to stay there. You went abroad and you are now trying to flaunt. He said, no, count the money and give it to me. You know, the waiter politely. What were you trying to do? You just carried much more than they ask from you. You just place it on the table, say, oh, yeah, that they should take. Why should they take it? You are the one to count the money and give to him.
Nigeria for sure.
Are you out of your senses or what? And if we check, this is largely stolen money that is flaunting. There are few people, Mojit, who will make money
legitimately.
Legit money. Their sweat, their toil, their daily toil.
They won't spend it like that.
Who will flaunt it the way
they won't.
Nigerians flaunt money at parties. Some of them will even
$100.
go, they will go and check. These new notes that we can't find, CBN will not give us new notes. We won't get new notes anywhere. Some people have those new notes, they are selling it.
Yeah.
They are selling it.
That's one is 140,000.
Yes, because it's not afford that our
one.
You know, so they would get it and then go and be spraying it. People will step on our currency. They will dance on it. There was something that someone sent to me. He said, that if he comes to this world again, he will come as an Igbo man. He showed a party in the East. So in the graduated man, I was showing even the drinks on display. Later on, he went to where they piled new notes. He said, these are the new notes that they will spray later. And when they got to spraying, they were even using something like, look like a shotgun.
Yeah.
A machine.
To fire money at people.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know? They were using it to fire money at people.
At times,
And within a short time, the whole ground was filled with money. People are stepping on it.
Those who don't have that one would just take a bundle like this and throw it in the air.
Look at one guy now that became a Sam. Did you see the video?
Yeah.
A Sam, and they just got, millions of naira, new notes. They were just throwing it around.
Yeah.
See the way we desecrate our money, we disgrace our money. At the end of the day, you are complaining that the dollar is running riot against the naira. Do you value the naira? You don't value the naira. Because you can't be trampling on the dollar like that. Wow. And you don't spray the dollar like that. It's your own currency that you disrespect.
You'll be arrested if you do that in America.
All right. It is more than 1 year to the end of the current administration in Ondo State, but the race to the governorship election in the state is already getting charged. A financial expert and former commissioner for finance in the state, Wale Akinteriwa, has vowed that he would defeat the current governor, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, in the All Progressive Congress primary election. This followed the rousing reception given to the Ileoluji-born politician in appreciation of his meritorious services to the states. Wale Akinteriwa, former commissioner for finance, and he has decided to look into the Goliath, the face of the Goliath, and say, no matter Ikuben governor or not, I am going to defeat you in the next primary. I like his guts. I like his audacity.
I like it too. You know, he was attending the meeting of commissioners of finance.
FAC.
Where they share the distributable revenue from the center. It was while he was there that the man with the white beard, the man with the white beard succeeded the man with the white beard. Maybe now anybody will become governor of Ondo State must sport a white beard.
Does Wale Akinteriwa have?
Of his...
I hope Wale Akinteriwa
and it should start grooming it.
It should start grooming it. That's it.
Start grooming it. So Ayo is grooming it. So
and it's from Ondo.
And the combination of his name, Lucky Orimisan.
Aiyedatiwa.
All those three names. Very prophetic.
Lucky Orimisan.
So he was there representing Ondo State when they removed the chair.
Pull the rug.
That is it.
Oh, nice.
So,
let's quickly take this breather. We'll continue immediately after this break. We'll be right back after this time out. Stay with us.
Distinguished candidates, registration for UTME into Nigerian tertiary institutions begins January 15 to February 26, 2024. No group registration is allowed. Candidates must check their eligibility based on their qualification before commencing registration by scanning the QR code provided by JAMB for the e-brochure and syllabus.
Check with NIMSI to ensure that all data agrees with your details.
As change of name and date of birth will not be allowed.
Each candidate must create a profile using a phone number not previously used by other candidates.
Send your NIN by SMS text to either 55019 or 66019 to generate the profile code. A profile code of 10 characters is received by the candidate in same phone SIM number, which is presented to purchase the UTME ePIN. Registration fee, inclusive of all relevant charges, is 7,700 Naira with mock exam or 6,200 Naira without mock exam. Candidates are not to pay any other fee at the CBT Center, as center and bank charges of 2,700 or 4,200 Naira respectively have been included in the fee to be collected and would be remitted to the centers. JAMB will be providing the e-copy of the reading text free to candidates through the following approved channels: JAMB website, candidate's email, candidate's profile, and the QR code on the registration slip.
Do not give your password to anybody for any purpose.
Direct entry registration starts February 28 to March 28, 2024.
Multiple registrations are not allowed. For any error or complaint, use the ticketing platform on the Bandits website. JAMB does not attend to any third party.
JAMB, enhancing academic excellence.
You're heading home from work. In the busy traffic, your car breaks down. Car horns blast. Your car is pushed aside. You call for help. Phone battery blinks and dies. You take a cab. Few miles, tire bursts. What a day. Frustrated, sweating, and tired. Nearing home, darkness envelops the street. Wow! Just one house is bubbling with life. Brilliant lights, loud music, smiling wife, all welcome you.
We alone have light?
Yes, it's JRB Solar Energy Systems, my anniversary present to us.
No matter how dark life is, the sun is gonna shine on everything you do. JRB solar inverters, batteries, solar panels, solar street lights, and more. Telephone 0906 752 1111. Email sales@jrbsolar.com. JRB, the sun is gonna shine on everything you do.
Thank you for staying with us. If you're just joining us, this is Journalist Hangout, reaching you live from TVC News here in Lagos, Nigeria. And the messenger is back. Babajide Kolade Otitoju and Mojid Jamiu. Now, so we're talking about Ondo State today. The prospect of Akita River.
Yes, I don't know how popular he is there, but I know that in the cabinet of the late
Akeredolu
was very prominent. I could say that amongst the Akeredolu, the key supporters of Akeredolu, who were not inclined to having Aiyedatiwa become governor, the person that they invested their support in the most, was Akintanewa. So he retains a good chunk of the elements fiercely loyal to Ekiti.
Yeah. He has white beards too.
Yes, he has white beards.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means
it's in a pole position. It's qualified. It's qualified
with his white beard. All he needs to do is grow it a lot.
Yeah, more.
So from one white bearded governor to another, you see.
But to me, I think that what the late Ekiti said at his second term inauguration, the way he described the incumbent now, his successor, he took the three names of Lucky Orimiso Aiyedatiwa. He took them one by one, and he said the only place for him is up. It's the top. Now, Akintanewa was quoted as saying that when Akeredolu came back from Germany, called him and told him that he wanted him to succeed him. We'll get to see who are not there.
It's the people who decide.
The people will decide.
Even a governor cannot decide who succeeds.
Of course, Akeredolu, the late Akeredolu, openly commended and praised his deputy then, who is now the incumbent, while Akinteriwa also said he claimed that he would hand over to him. But in 3 months, the people of the APC in Ondo will decide who the flag bearer will be, because, of course, there will be a primary first, and that primary is not even limited to these two contenders. I heard that Jimo Ibrahim is also interested. I heard that
Jimo Ibrahim is also from the south.
Jimo Ibrahim from Akoko. Is from Akoko.
It's clean shaven now.
It's clean shaven. Maybe we need to start developing
white beard.
White beard.
So, it's going nowhere.
And Olushola Oke.
Okay, it's also from the south.
It's also,
it's always been
yes,
perennial.
Yeah, it's also in the race. But for those of us who have been in and out of politics, we understand that the power of incumbency is very, very key. And
especially when it comes to primaries.
When it comes to primaries, a lot of things go down, and we can't say some of them there here. But I know Wale Akinteriwa knows how.
Even the mode of primary itself.
The mode of primary.
Yes. It can make
because I remember in Ekiti State, some people were just waking up around after 11 to address a press conference in front of this team. Meanwhile, they finished the primaries.
Yes, no.
I remember that.
So, whether it's direct or indirect or by affirmation, the incumbent has that edge. And we should not, and on those states is an oil-producing state. And the man is very clever. He has dissolved his cabinet now. By the time he starts forming that cabinet and putting people in local governments, you see that those
campaign structure.
The campaign structure will be put in place there and there. So the heat in the heat of the impeachment saga, you saw how Ondo was tensed up. But since he became governor now, have you heard anything? I mean, the assembly has been giving him a lot of support.
Well, they don't have a choice.
This life, eh?
The
speaker that is always like King Kong. Immediately that became governor.
Speaker too fancied his own chances.
Yes.
He thought he could get to him.
Yes.
Same way he went to Friday Adiremi.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, so everybody amongst them, it was a contestation for power. You know, and
he didn't rule himself out.
The governor was the pawn. The late governor was the pawn in their hands.
Yeah.
He was the one being manipulated, you know. Instead of allowing him to receive sufficient Medicare in Germany, they brought him
back. They were using him.
So that they can use him in their power play and ensure access to the resources of the state. I mean,
to the extent that, remember, the commissioner for energy wrote that this memo that was given to him was forged. That this is not the signature of the governor.
His handwriting forged.
They started forging the signature of Rotimi Akeredolu.
That is the thing. But all that now is history. Someone has become governor. It is our wish that he will serve the people well during that time. And he also knows that if he serves the people well, it will give him a good chance of becoming
a substantive governor.
Yes, of becoming governor after election. It's already substantive now, but of winning
another term in office.
So he knows that he has to work hard, but let him not think that it will be a walk in the park.
No.
People like Akinteriwa now coming out now, you know, and what they are saying out there is that the man is bringing around himself enemies of Ekiti. They're already using that to demarcate Governor.
I think he should be used to that by now.
Because
even when Ekiti was
alive, the person
alive,
that he made deputy governor now was a well-known Ekiti enemy. That's what they are saying. That is dragging those Ekiti enemies.
So that sentiment.
But
they will not leave him alone. No, the point that I'm making is, he should not think that the primaries will be a walk in the park. He's going to get real battle from them. But we all know that as incumbent governor, he has a chance. Goodluck Jonathan as incumbent president, after the doctrine of necessity.
Yeah.
Became so powerful now.
2011 election.
He sacked some of the people who gave him problems.
Yeah.
Those who stopped him from seeing his boss, he sent them packing. And he was able
dealt
to
with the
win.
likes of Onani
Not just the
February.
primaries, he won the election. So that's the way it's going to be. We will look out for developments as we go on.
All right. Deterrence may be the tone required to stem insecurity in Nigeria. Operatives of the Nigerian police have arrested a deadly bandit, Bello Muhammad, who is suspected to have been involved in the murder of hostage Nabina Al-Qadir. In a statement, the police force relation officer, Olumuyi Adejobi, said Muhammad was arrested at a hotel in Kaduna on the 20th of January. Mujid, justice, justice, justice.
The police, they did it. Unfortunately, Nabina was killed. So sad. But I think the police did a very good job. I mean, I could see the IG also commending the DPO in Kaduna, who facilitated the arrest of this notorious criminal, this bandit, Bello Muhammad. He was arrested with 2.5 million naira. And out of the 2.5 million, he was offering the police officer that came 1 million naira. He was even saying he could up it. But I think kudos to the policeman too for not taking that, because we've seen instances where if the price was right, they let some of these characters go. So it is a very good development, and I expect that the police will use this Bello Muhammad as a point of connecting others. No. I mean, imagine the family was kidnapped in Abuja. They had their camp in Kaduna. So you could, I mean, how many kilometers away?
You would have walked.
So it's a very good effort by the police, quite commendable, but they need to do more, because Abuja is fast becoming a place where, I mean, it's people are becoming very wary of going to, especially with the rising rate of kidnap. And I could see that even the minister and the other security operatives in Abuja, they are doing something about it. I think we are seeing results. But we need to get more of these people and give them that punishment that they deserve, and so that it can give others, can serve as a deterrent to others.
You know, this is a good development when we start hearing that these bandits have been apprehended, prosecuted, and, you know, justice is served.
Yes, we have to win the war. And I'm happy that the FCT minister is now taking security seriously. You know, I said on this program that Wike was giving so much attention to Rivers State, as if he was hired as Minister of Rivers State Affairs. But less than 24 hours after I challenged him, he called an extraordinary emergency security meeting where certain decisions were taken. And I can tell you that in the last 2 weeks, the police and the other security forces have been doing very well in the Abuja area.
Yeah.
What they were not doing before, doing land and area surveillance of the FCT area, especially the border communities.
Yeah.
Because it's in those border communities that we are having these problems. It's not as if it's gone into the metropolis. It's just on the outskirts. The border with Niger, the border with Kogi, the border with Nasarawa.
Yeah.
These are the places, these were the main area, the border with Kaduna. These are the main areas where we are having this problem. You know, because Buhari is on the way to Kaduna. So these things, they are now working hard. Some of those forests are being targeted now by the Air Force. And of course, they are doing a lot more surveillance. In the last 2 weeks, they've arrested 139 kidnappers in the Abuja area alone.
Yeah.
They didn't make this kind of breakthrough before now. Because all eyes are on them, people are screaming that, look, Abuja has to be better protected. In fact, I've had some naysayers, the usual naysayers, saying Tinubu has deliberately made Abuja insecure to facilitate his return of the federal capital to Lagos. Such ridiculous thinking by some people who claim to be educated, though, that a president will just wake up one day and say he's moving the federal capital. Which president has that kind of power? Because our constitution recognizes Abuja as our capital. So where are you taking us to? They said Tinubu deliberately made Abuja insecure. And what we are talking about is not even it's not the seat of power, for God's sake. It's just some communities in the satellite towns.
In the outskirts.
So now they know they have to work hard.
We are Buhari.
Yeah, so they will not stop. But you know, as the minister, the FCT minister said something the other day that the chairman of those Abuja
municipal councils
were not holding security meetings. That any of them that fails to hold security meetings is going to declare that person a security risk.
Yeah.
So that security agents can come for that person. So it shows that even Wike's attitude has changed.
Yeah.
So he knows that if he does not secure the people, whatever he's doing, because he's doing a lot of roads, whatever he's doing in that area, people will not appreciate it because they want to be protected and they want to move around. Still in Abuja, as we speak, you see many communities, in fact, close to the seat of power, without street lights. It will be very dark at night. You'll be scared. So they need to protect our people a lot more. Hearing about kidnapping of people around Lugbe area on the way to the airport is something that is disturbing.
Scary. It's quite scary.
It's disturbing.
Yeah.
All right, and finally, as the Super Eagles of Nigeria advanced to the quarterfinals of the ongoing Africa Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire with a comfortable win over Cameroon, the team has raised hope of soccer lovers back home as the Super Eagles kept their hopes of AFCON glory alive. How far can the team go? MJ, I saw patriotism. I saw guys that were ready to sacrifice for their country. They didn't start well, but as they were playing the game, the group stage, the team was gaining a kind of momentum. Right now, we have a squad.
I watched a 9-minute clip of Osimhen, on the field of play against Cote d'Ivoire that day.
Let's even listen to that.
Okay, that song. Okay, the producer, I want my producer to just, okay.
I go hold your waist. Hold your hand, I hold your waist, I will let you down.
The squad.
See, the song they were singing there, I go hold your hand, I go hold your waist, I go hold you well, oh, fellow Nigerians. We no go let you down. The way they played that day, and that was the kind of charge Samuel Eto'o was trying to give to the Cameroonians.
Yes, and shed their blood.
If they like break your leg, look at the way Osimhen was playing that day, and the selflessness in him. That first goal that he passed to Lukman. If he had wanted to, if he had attempted, would have lost that opportunity. So he was running after the ball, collecting the ball. They made a mistake. They put about 3 men on him. And I think the coach for once was quite tactical. Said, let them go after you. Then let's use Lukman as a decoy.
And that Lukman is very deadly.
And Lukman is equally deadly.
Yeah.
Lukman is, yeah. So before he now
applied to FIFA,
what's that name of the name of that
FIFA to allow him
to
play for Nigeria.
Atalanta.
They mean under 20.
Under 20. Okay. All right. For England.
You know, England won under 17, under 20. In succession.
Yeah.
They won those junior categories. So he played for England in the under-20 World Cup and won the World Cup with England before he now switched to Nigeria.
Because he didn't get a call-up to the national team. So it's a very good...
And I got a call-up with us. Lukman.
It's a good team for...
Lukman.
Of course, no.
Saka.
Saka is playing for England. He's full. He's for Saka is from Ilorin. Yes.
For a long time, we've not had this kind of defense. We've only conceded 1 goal.
Yes. You see, a solid defense is the bedrock of all good football teams. So Alex Ferguson used to say that you win league titles with a strong defense. But there are days when you just manage to score a goal, but you are sure that no one will equalize. Jose Mourinho, even in that year when Chelsea was very, very strong, his first time at Chelsea when he won back-to-back titles, he had a solid...
They'll pack the bus.
Now this team is rock solid defensively. The thing missing in this team is a creative midfielder.
Yeah.
If we had a good midfielder,
like Okosha,
who could be given
passes, and hold the ball, and be distributing passes,
to Osimhen, who kill teams.
Yeah.
But they have midfielders. When that last goal from Senegal, from a counter-attack came. In our case, we dominated them from start to finish.
No single attempt.
That's the sign to me. They didn't have a single shot on goal. That's the sign to me that this team...
But goalkeeping, we had problem in that department. But look at the guy that's...
Because it's also a function of the defense. The defense was able
they don't really test
to
that boy.
shield the goalkeeper. Yeah.
That goalkeeper who plays in South Africa, the number 1 keeper now.
I think he's injured. I hope he gets well.
He doesn't get... They don't test him.
Because our defense is rock solid.
Because it is well shielded.
Even when the captain did not play, there was no lapses because Omero stepped in. Kenneth Omero stepped in and did excellent. Now, when this boy was...
Moses,
these guys deliberately injured him.
They were after the keeper and Osimhen. Yeah.
That if we put him in, you could fire a shot from center circle and it will score. So they deliberately injured that boy because 2 times they attacked him before they now injured him. So by the time they brought in Uzoho, even the players knew that they had to give him VVIP
cover. Yeah.
VVIP was what they gave him. So no opportunity for Cameroon to shoot at him.
So we prayed and it gets better.
Our prayer is that if he does not get, if they don't get him fit, I'll be scared. Because Uzo has shown that he has the height, but he's a thoroughly incompetent goalkeeper.
It's not a good like game.
Would Jamie, I want to thank you.
Nobody is abusing Pesero anymore. That's the way we are.
No, that's
to have you back today.
Nobody's abusing him now.
By the time we beat Angola now, people will be saying the cup is coming back home.
Yes. That's the spirit. What else?
Before now, we must beat Angola because,
Kwaraji, yes.
Against
Angola in Lagos.
In August 1989.
Yeah.
So they are praying now that, okay, let us teach them a lesson.
A lesson.
Because the boy died in their hands.
But Angola is a very tricky team, but we can beat them.
All right, and that's our package today. Join us tomorrow for another episode of the program. You can watch the repeat broadcast tonight at 11 p.m. Join us from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. for Journalist Hangout on Sunday. Well, youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I'm Ayodele Uzubaku. Bye for now, and God bless Nigeria.
Is a paid presentation by ShopX TV. ShopX TV has brought you the latest innovations in lifestyle, fitness, and cooking from across the globe. And now we are proud to introduce